store is really an iconic place here in Phoenix, Arizona. Start your new year off right.
Jaime Boyachek, BSN, RN, FNLP, and then CTNC, and then of course we have NP coming soon. In about 2 years will be Dr. Jaime as well.
And so I had my own personal health crisis about 9 years ago that I thought I was going to die. I was getting my will together.
Welcome everybody to episode 1 of the Healthy Habit Podcast. Thank you for joining us here, guys. I'm excited. We're transitioning from radio to podcast. We're a little late to the podcast party, but it's never too late. And what better guest to have on our first episode than Jaime Boyachek, former host actually of Healthy Habit Radio. Jaime's a functional medicine nurse and nutrition and lifestyle practitioner. After suffering a major health crisis, she found hope and healing and has made it her mission to help others. Jaime loves helping people understand the bigger picture of their health story by filling in the gaps. She focuses on each individual's health history by gathering and assessing their information, connecting the dots, and proceeding with hope. Jaime graduated summa cum laude from the University of Texas and is currently pursuing her doctorate as a nurse practitioner. So we'll be calling her Dr. Jaime soon, guys. Make sure you don't forget to bring that up in person. She's the owner of a health food store in Arizona, Healthy Habit, hence the Healthy Habit Podcast. And the store's name is Healthy Habit Health Foods, which is a toxin-free plant-based bioidentical hormone company and personal care line called Organic Excellence as well. She's also an author, speaker, and former host of the Healthy Habit Radio Show. Jaime's book, Taking Control of Your Health, will be out in early 2023. Jaime, welcome to episode 1. How are you doing? Happy New Year.
I'm great. Happy New Year. Yeah, I'm so excited to be here. This is like you said, we're a little late to the game, but you know what? The store has been doing the radio show for 12 years. And we've had so many loyal listeners, and people have begged us not to stop doing it, actually. So we just kind of did. And we just are finally needing to move over to a different platform now. And so we're excited to explore this. But we do thank all of our loyal listeners. We hope that we can, if they don't know how to do podcasting, we'll help them transition. But yeah, we love education, love educating people on things that they can do to better help themselves with their health and their families, and yeah, so and with supplements and foods and all sorts of things. So I'm really excited to have a platform that will reach more people than just our local area.
So Jaime, tell us about specials in the store for kicking off the new year 2023. Some people, it's their first time ever even coming to the store. We're blessed with customers of 20 plus years, but tell us for the newcomers, what's happening at the store to start January?
Yeah, well, so yeah, it's been exciting. So the store's been in this location for over 20 years and a couple other locations before that. So the store is a really an iconic place here in Phoenix, Arizona. And one thing that really sets us apart is we have great staff who really love to help people and spend time with people when they come in the store. And so what a better place to come and start your new year off right by getting some help from people who have been in this industry for a long time. You have people like me who have as a nurse, the degree, and we have you guys, which are naturopathic medical doctors, and we have nutritionists. So we have a wide and homeopathy practitioners. We have a lot of different modalities in the store, and so with all of our knowledge together, it's really an amazing place to be. I really love being there. We have lots of education opportunities. So one thing that happened with COVID is we weren't able to really host seminars in our store. And so we're kind of started slowly getting those back. We had Carrie from Natural Factors who was here not too long ago and had a great turnout with some great information that she gave. And then Stephen Harkins from North American Urban Spice is going to kick off this year. Actually, it's going to be on February 4th, which is a Saturday. He'll be here doing a seminar in the store. So the other thing too that just kind of going on in our store. A lot of people still don't know that we actually do mail orders. So I know we don't have kind of an online store. If you've seen our store, we have lots of product, and it is kind of a nightmare to think about putting all of those products online. And so maybe one day we will, but for now, you can call our store. We'll do your personal shopping for you. And then we have free shipping over $75 spent in the store. We do try to keep our prices low, and we are always having sales going on. We also started something called our loyalty program over the last year, just to kind of give back, actually the last year and a half, 2 years, to give back to our loyal customers, just to say thanks so much for shopping, with us. Once they've spent $500, we give them a $50 gift card to spend in the store. And so that's been a big hit. We have so many people that have been just really thankful for that. And so the other thing too that's really unique about us is we have the clinic inside of our store, where you, Dr. Dayan and Dr. Aaron, have your clinic. And so it's really exciting to kind of have, it's kind of close to a one-stop shop, right? I mean, you can see you guys for nutrition IVs, vitamin shots. You guys do acupuncture and consultations and a whole bunch of stuff for people to utilize as well. And you guys are great. And I know you guys love helping people as well. So that's one thing that's really different about us. So, so I think that was all as far as kicking off the new year. But we always have specials going on. So if you're not on our email list, sign up for our email list. And then also our Facebook page and Instagram. We're always sending those out towards the beginning of the month about what products or supplement lines are on sale on the store for the month.
Jamie, and you said Steven's coming on February 4th. Is that right?
Yes.
Perfect. That's Stephen Harkins, everybody. That's North American Urban Spice. By the way, we have him on this week. We'll be talking with Stephen actually for episode 2 of the Healthy Habit podcast. So that's going to be exciting. Actually, his first time down. He hasn't been to the store yet. So a lot of people have been listening to him on the radio, and they'll have a chance to meet Stephen in person.
It's exciting. We got a chance to go see their warehouse up north. And so now he gets a chance to kind of come down and say hi to us. So we're excited to have him.
Amazing. And real quick, I want to highlight that loyalty program that you mentioned. That's if they spend how much they get 50% off, you mentioned?
So they spend $500 and they get a $50 credit gift card to spend in the store. So you're saving an extra 10% over our already discounted prices, but it's just over a period of time. Now there's some people that spend that right away. And then there's some people that it takes a while to get there. It doesn't matter. It's just a way for us to say, thank you so much for being our customers and for being loyal to us. So.
Absolutely. So again, be on the lookout for that. You want to get a $50 gift card, folks. We've gotten so many compliments on the loyalty program. Jamie, do you want to just highlight that, how well received it's been?
Well, it really has. People are just like, they get surprised when we're like, oh, you've got your credit. Do you want to apply it to your, today's thing? And oftentimes that really helps people, especially with this economy over the last year or two. A lot of people have been hurting, but yet this is great for preventative care. It's great for keeping us healthy. And so these are really important, products and things that people need. And so it's just kind of been a way for them to save some money. And we get people just thanking us a lot, which is, it's just really nice. But
okay, so we mentioned Stephen Harkins as episode 2 of the Healthy Habit podcast, representing North American Urban Spice. By the way, their website's oreganol.com, like oregano, but with an L at the end.com. Who else do we have lined up for the month? Do you want to give some quick highlights? It doesn't have to be an exact order, but
sure, yeah. So we talked about North American Urban Spice. So we also have Host Defense. So if you're familiar with their products, they will be on. Emerald Labs is a company that Dr. Stingler has formulated and has really grown. It's a lot of great, I was going to say, for sensitive people that they can't have extra stuff in it, it's preservative free and all that kind of stuff. Great company. So they will be on talking to us. And also Natural Factors, which has been a great partner of ours as well, will be kicking off. So all of these great partners of ours are kicking off the new year, and we're really excited to have them all.
And so for those who don't know, Host Defense is a mushroom company. That's what they specialize in, where they cover
Yes.
reishi mushroom, turkey tail. You have Stamets 7, which has cordyceps in there, and maitake and all the different mushrooms. So different from psilocybin mushrooms, right? It's more the medicinal that you take as capsules or powders or liquids. And then Natural Factors with Carrie G. Pattison, and then Emerald Labs. That's the lineup for this week. So exciting. There's always something new going on at the store, right? Um, there's always something to look forward to. And real quick, let me give the number for
Yes.
people that are calling in, and I'll give the website here in just a moment. So the number is 602-252-6000. Again, that's 602-252-6000 for Healthy Habit Health Foods. And then for the medical center, the number, we have a separate number there at 602-248-0083. Again, 602-248-0083. And go check out the website at triplehfoods.com, hhhfoods.com. Jamie, I want to also cover now Organic Excellence, really unique company. You
Yeah.
guys you took over Organic Excellence after after Healthy Habit Health Foods. Is that correct? Tell us about Organic Excellence.
Yes. Yeah. We've been excited to be kind of spearheading this company for the last few years now. And like you had mentioned, it's a bioidentical hormone cream. Basically, that's one of our top products that we sell, not only in our store but nationwide. It's in several um, bigger chain health food stores, and then in a lot of mom and pops across the way. We also have a lot of customers internationally as well. So it's kind of exciting that we're getting to support people like all over the place with hormone balance. It's really important, not only for women but also for men. So we have a men's formula as well. We also do toxin-free personal care. So we have shampoo and conditioner, body lotions, another one of our top sellers as well. People love it because it's got all clean ingredients, and it really works. So we are, yeah, we also have test kits as well. So there are people who want to just kind of do saliva testing to see how, and even some blood spot testing as well, but how to, like, where are their hormones at, whether it be, estrogen, testosterone, progesterone, or even cortisol. Looking at that, we have a few other tests for vitamin D levels, which are super important for our immune health and actually overall health in general, and thyroid testing as well. So we really look at, and we're really continuing to look at how we can better support some of these other areas that are affected as well. So we also have a hair, skin, and nails product out that people really love, especially during COVID. A lot of people have been dealing with hair loss. So this has been a really great product for those people, and more. So we're excited to see come out with some other new products for our customers.
And that's at organicexcellence.com, the website.
Organicexcellence.com. Yes.
Organicexcellence.com. Real quick, before we move to the next topic, I want to hit on the men's line of OE. Um, I think some people have assumed it's just a female line. So tell us a little bit about the men's products there with Organic Excellence. What's the difference? What would those include?
Yeah, so we have it's called masculine balance therapy. And basically, men need progesterone as well to help with the testosterone, but they just need less than women do. So in our women's formula, we actually formulated the products after Dr. John Lee and his recommendations. So he's actually written several books. He's no longer around with us, but he wrote several books on what your doctor might tell you about perimenopause and menopause, and some other books. And so our women's formula is formulated just after that. And then the men's formula is basically half. So we have like 20 milligrams per dose or pump, which some people do half, some people do a little bit more, but that's basically what his recommendation was. And then the men's is about 10. And then we also added pumpkin seed oil and saw palmetto to help support men's health.
Okay, fantastic. And then real quick on the hormone testing, is that
Mhm.
what does that look like? They get a kit sent to them. I know
Yeah.
Dr. Erin, she's helped you with that as well, with the hormone
Mhm.
testing aspect of OE.
Yeah,
Are
there's
they
a
getting
few
a kit? Tell
people.
us what that.
Mhm, yeah. So, so whatever test they choose, it gets sent to them. They just follow the instructions. Like I said, most of them are saliva, but there's some that are blood spot, which is just a finger prick. So it's something you can do in the privacy and quiet of your own home. And then you send it in directly to our lab, and then we get the results and we send the results to you. We've had some people ask us questions about it, and we've been able to help them as well. But the instructions and the results actually give you a really good information as to like what you can do, like what that means, and then like what you can do after you got the results, like what you do next.
Got it. Okay, so again, organicexcellence.com, folks, organicexcellence.com. Tell us, again, setting the new year right, we had early 2023, we're in literally January 4th at the time of this recording. What
Mm-hmm.
should people have on their radar on how to get healthier? You know, give me a top three. Like, what should people be thinking about entering the new year? Maybe it's alcohol, maybe what's on your radar?
Mm. Well, I I work with a lot of people, or tend to work with a lot of people that have chronic health issues, um, or they've kind of been a mystery. No one kind of knows really what's going on. So I love kind of being that health detective. And I have to say that not only those people, but everyone seems to have diet and exercise at the top of their list every year. It continues to be number one and two, basically. And I really like to try to help people understand that sometimes there's not just one, like I don't prescribe to one particular diet. I'm very individualized. I practice functional medicine, which is root cause medicine, which is, you know, treating the patient as they are, like individualized, right? Like knowing that their whole body comes together and works together. And so how do we find out what's going on with them particularly? So diets are so many things to choose from. But I think if everyone can just make some changes, I know that there's a popular thing called Whole30 out there. It's actually what my husband and I are doing, basically eating whole foods for 30 days. And it really is just a nice way to live. But there's so many people that need a lot more tweaking to certain diets. So that's, maybe you need to find somebody to work with your diet. But in general, if everyone can just try to make some changes, I would say gluten, dairy, and sugar are the top three most inflammatory foods. So if you're able to reduce or remove those even for a month to see how you feel, and then add them back one at a time to see if you actually have maybe some sensitivities or an issue with it, would be a great kind of an easy place to start. I know it's not easy when you're having takeaway sugar, especially if you're used to eating a lot of sugar, but it is generally very easy to do for most people. And as far as exercise goes too, I like to use the word movement because again, I work with those people who sometimes have chronic, issues that just can't exercise. They are maybe bedridden for a lot of, a long period of time, or they just don't have the energy. They have really chronic fatigue syndrome. And so exercising is really hard. So basically you just move, just if it's walking a little bit, if it's whatever activity you like, maybe it's dancing in your house, sometimes that's a good thing too. but yeah, just moving, just getting yourself moving. And then really, I think all of these kind of go together, right? So changing your food a little bit, trying to move a bit more, and then focusing on sleep. I know that's sometimes easier said than done for most people, as we see many people coming into the store that don't sleep and needing help with that. And there's so many different root causes though as to why someone's not sleeping. So maybe focus on, if it's sleeping is an issue for you, find out why. Like, are you having
Right.
hormonal imbalances and blood sugar? Is your blood sugar being stable? Is your mind needing to calm down? Or do you have parasites? I mean,
Right.
how's your liver working? Because sometimes when we sleep, that's when our organs do their job. And so yeah, focusing on sleep is super important. The other thing that I really have come to have a better appreciation for, even myself, over the last few years, is our stress response and reducing stress. I don't think people really grasp how important reducing stress is to your overall health. And there's people who will say, oh, well, I'm not stressed. But then when you start to ask, well, how's this going on? What do you have this? And then it's like, well, you have a lot going on. And so sometimes we don't necessarily even feel that we're stressed, but we are. And it's affecting a lot of different things. So reducing your stress, so you kind of rebooting your limbic system, which I loved learning more about. I'm actually becoming certified a coach to do this because I've just loved it so much and seen the difference in not only my own life, but starting to see the difference in many other people's life as well. One of the easiest things to do for that is deep breathing. And if you think about a square, it's called a square breathing. I don't know another name for it, but it's 4. So you breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold for 4 seconds, then you breathe out for 4 seconds, and then you hold that for 4 seconds. So you basically, you can just think in square, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. And there's a lot of other ones that are my favorites, but that's just an easy one for people to remember. And that's going to help bring our system, our parasympathetic nervous system kind of down and kind of bring balance there. And then I guess the other thing too is it's the spiritual aspect, which a lot of people ignore as well.
Neglect,
but
yeah.
I've seen, they neglect it. I've seen a lot of people here and there, on the social media and other places that they say, I've never read the Bible, the whole Bible. So, or even at all. And I think this year I'm going to do that, which is kind of interesting. So I don't know if it's a kind of a new turn that people are, over the last couple of years, they've just decided that this is, finally something that they want to do in their life. But, there's research that has been done that shows people who pray, they live longer, they have reduced stress. I mean, there's a lot of benefits to making sure you're connecting on that level as well. So, yeah, I mean, basically, these are all the lifestyle medicine factors that we look at, but they're all so important. You can do one, but oftentimes if you're neglecting the rest of them, you're just not going to see the growth you would if you were really looking at all of them and doing something. So maybe you can't start on all of them today, but focus on what can you do in each of those areas to start making those habits, small habits in your life that will carry on more than just this first month of the year.
Absolutely. That's a lot of good strategies right there, from looking into a clean anti-inflammatory diet to the square breathing. I really like that. Most people stay in this shallow breath rate, like 2 seconds in, maybe quick, right? They never get that full expansion of the lungs, inhaling and exhaling up to 4 seconds, maybe holding it at the top and having that full expansion. So, and you can literally feel that immediately. When you actually do take a deep breath, you feel it, the stress literally reducing. And then of course the spiritual, mm-hmm. And then of course the prayer as well. Tell us real quick, Jaime, because I have in front of me here 4 designations right now behind your name: Jaime Boyachek, BSN, RN, FNLP, and then CTNC, and then of course we have NP coming soon. In about 2 years will be Dr. Jaime as well. We have about 2 minutes here, Jaime. What's fueling you to want to go back to school after this many years and continue your education? Where's that inspiration coming from? Most people are done after university. They never want to hear the word school again. So what's keeping you going?
Well, I didn't think I wanted to either. And for a while it wasn't there. I mean, I've been a nurse for 19 years. And so I had my own personal health crisis about 9 years ago that I thought I was going to die. I was getting my will together. And it was a very scary time for me. And that's when I discovered, to make a long story short, I discovered functional medicine and worked with a phenomenal doctor who really opened my eyes to a new way of thinking. I mean, I had some experience with some alternative therapies, but I never really fully grasped that our whole body is so integrated, everything that's going on. And it just, I'm like, why don't we practice medicine this way? And so that was kind of that light bulb aha moment that went off for me. And so I couldn't stop. I have not been able to stop since then of just diving more into, okay, how do the foods we eat, I became a certified nutrition coach because I wanted to figure out more about nutrition and how that works and and the coaching part actually even helped me in the beginning, and then working with patients and them, text me like, I just rode my bike for 7 miles, today, when they weren't even able to walk upstairs when I first started working with them. So those little things too has been very exciting for me. But I think that also I got to the point where I knew I needed a little bit more knowledge and a deeper medical level.
Right.
And I wanted to be able to offer people more help than maybe just food. So if I needed to prescribe a medication, and I was getting to a point where I kind of
Right.
knew sometimes what needed to be prescribed, but of course I can't do that. And so, so this is what's really fueled me to go back to school, and do this so that I can help more people in different ways. And I also personally I've done a lot of like medical type missions overseas a lot. And so the thought of working with a clinic overseas, someplace where there's no medicine, really even established. I've done that many times in places in South America and Africa, and where there's really nothing out, for, I don't know,
Wow.
5, 6, 7 hours from where people live and villages and things. And so that really, who knows what will come from that, but it is a desire of mine to see, what might happen in the future with that. So that's the other thing that has really kind of pushed me to go further, because there are days where I'm like, what am I doing?
Right.
I don't have to be doing this. There's still so many people I can help, but then I think about all those other people and those other things that I want to do to help people. And so that keeps me going.
So I want to do a future episode with you on those medical missions you've done. We can just talk about that.
Sure.
That would be like, we can definitely do an episode on just that alone.
I have lots of stories.
I
Lots
bet.
of fun adventure stories with that. Yeah.
So Jamie,
Sure,
we'll
good.
end it there. Perfect place to end it. What are some links you want to share for all the viewers, or phone number?
Yeah. So our Healthy Habit website is hhfoods.com. That's hhfoods.com. And that's where you learn a little more about us and the store. We post our monthly sales. They change each month. And so for people can go there to look up what's on sale for the month. And then also our Facebook page and Instagram. Like us, we put out health information, recipes, information about supplements and things like that pretty much every single day. We're doing that, so we'd love to interact with you over there. And then of course organicexcellence.com for those other products we talked about as well. But yeah, for this month in January, we have, I almost feel like the whole store is almost on sale. So it'd be a great time to come on in and check us out. Give us a call too, 602-252-6000. We would love to help you if you have any questions for us as well. But like I said, we personal shop for people all the time. But yeah, I think I covered it all.
Amazing.
So if you're local, or if you're even visiting, we have lots of people that visit from out of town that come and see us. We are located at 6029 North 7th Street.
7th, yeah.
7th.
It's right next to it. They're very close.
Next to it.
Yeah.
It's right next to 7th Street and Bethany Home Road. So, yeah, we'd love to see you coming down. A lot of people come down for the winter, so we get a lot of snowbirds. So come check us out. We'd love to help you out.
Thank you, Jamie, and thank you for doing episode 1 with me.
I got too excited. I just yanked my whole ears out.
Thank you, and we'll talk to you in a future episode. I can't wait.
Yes. Yeah, thanks. I'm excited.